Hey guys, I'm Andrei, a certified translator and a real estate concierge. Today we're talking about real estate updates in Belarus. Anything new that has happened, anything significant that you may want to know. Thank you for staying with the channel. In the first line, would like to confirm that the village houses or any other properties are still working to get residency here in Belarus. My recent applicants, the running case is an American client and the one before him was an American client. I would like to accent, stress and very much underline the fact that houses that are not fit for living, houses that you haven't seen yourself, like village houses we're talking now, are a very dangerous point. And if you are not really an expert here, and if you're dealing with some strange guys who are like buddies and friends of friends offering you help, who are not acting in the official capacity, let's say I'm relocating people officially, the advice you take from them may be very dangerous. And just recently, I don't know the details of the case, a certain European guy, surname starts with this letter, has been kicked out because he bought timber quality houses, I mean firewood quality houses. That's, figuratively speaking, a pile of wood that he got instead of a house, maybe the cheapest of the cheapest, $2,000, $3,000, whatever it cost him. He has just wasted his money, positively. So a warning again, if you're buying a house, you're not going to live there, that's for sure, but now they're all checked, so you may want to be very careful about what you're buying and for how much. Generally, as people are relocating, one of the ongoing troubles that we seem to have tackled technically and officially is cashing the money over here, getting the money over to buy a house or a flat. And if with house it's kind of clear, $10,000 fits in the pocket perfectly. The withdrawals or transfers of higher amount of money may be kind of problematic. Firstly, some people are concerned about crossing several airports with this much. Hasn't been a problem so far, but some people view it as a problem. Secondly, US dollars can't be wired to Belarus. Now it's like 99% given fact, and euro are also a little bit under question mark. So you will have to weigh up these opportunities very carefully. The new and efficient way we have just used to get a flat in Novaya Borovaya over here, some $58,000, is nice, legit and everything. And if you need technical details, if you're looking to buy an apartment here in Minsk, I might introduce you to the people who are dealing with banks to get the money out. And again, this is official. With my current American guy, we got a flat in Novaya Borovaya. You know, I'm a fan of the area. You can see the review of the area in the video description. There is a link. And we have bought a 40-meter flat with kitchen and otherwise bare but renovated walls for $57,000 US dollars. The transaction has just taken place while the client was looking for his transfer way and cash ways. The owner deregistered herself and kid to her parents' house. Everything was handled by her father on the power of attorney. So I would say that yes, the deal went through smoothly. And tomorrow, on the last visa day, by the way, we're going to apply for TRP. So let's see how that's going to work and how much migration office is going to be surprised by this unexpected bureaucracy on day 89 of his stay. May I remind you that no matter how many days you have left for your visa, the TRP consideration period is 14 days, so the residency will be reviewed regardless of his visa day's expiration. So we'll tell you tomorrow how it goes and what kind of wrinkles we get on the way. Generally, looking for one-room flats is a bit of a mess. We were looking for ads that were coming from people who relocated, who were not in Belarus, for the sake of a smooth and official bank transfer, by the way. But again, the transfer over there and the papers over here made the customer have doubt. So we had to find this cash solution over here on the spot. And from my experience, there were 7 pretty credible ads, but maybe half of them came with wrinkles. Some people were not ready to move in a couple of months and the guy needed the flat to get his residency, to actually live in there. Some people were still looking for another place and they were not ready to accommodate us even if we had money. And some places were kind of funny. They were in the center, they were kind of looking good, but the renovation was so, let's say, babushka, means old woman style, that even buying a sort of a renovated flat, the first thing you'd have to do is demolish everything. So we considered some 7 offers and landed over here. Once I learned that my friend who relocated to Poland was selling her place, we just landed on this option and landed with this option, and having considered others, we realized that this is the lucky winner. My guy is American, the place looks American, so why the hell not? The general trend of the year, about the same number of deals as last year in April, somewhat around 1,300 deals in Minsk and 100 plus in every major city in the regions. There are 6 regions and there are 6 region centers, so statistics on these deals is kind of blurred because we know the number of deals, we know the amount of money invested, but we don't know the condition of the apartments, so we really can't say what the exact trend of the market is. But we can say that one-rooms have not been selling too actively. People were mostly upgrading, mostly buying 2- and 3-room flats. Houses aren't, let's say, aren't at the top of the sales because of the season. April and May are gone, almost gone, so demand on houses will slow down. And like I noted in one of the previous videos, $300,000 plus sales are rare for the market. So somebody who's selling their charming little house outside Minsk or inside Minsk, wanting more than $250,000 will probably get a deal this or next year. There's a handful of customers that do such a purchase, especially in the current climate. It's unlikely to happen. In light of this, that house that was featured in one of the previous videos with the unlicensed second floor renovation, we will try to hit a deal with the owner, who seems to be extremely rigid about anything. He says, you don't have to check the background, it's okay, we got you the current residence list. It's going to be the same in the extended residence list once you start checking, so I don't see a reason for that. So sure enough, once the client moves the money here into Belarus, he is now working on it. It's going to be fun trying to check the place's background and hit a deal, given that the father is the actual seller and the actual owner, and the son is the owner on the paper. So he will be doing all the moves here on the ground on the power of attorney he sends from Poland, or personally if he comes over here. The number of vacant offices across the city of Minsk is really high. Someone quoted the figure of 200,000 square meters worth of office blocks, and these are caused by the IT guys who were major clients for these things, for whom the business centers were actually built or upgraded massively in the last 10 years. So if you wish to locate your little office business over here in Belarus, I'm not sure about the quality of the personnel we have left, but surely we have a bunch of rooms and fairly cheap fees to get them rented. Some people even say there are 6 months utility and rental holidays, let's say. So getting an office is much easier here than getting a decent flat. The very recent challenge I have been dealing with was a remote sale of a house. One of my clients decided to upgrade his house to a little flat. So we've been selling a house located 300 kilometers away from Minsk. I'll show you the video report about the renovation and the final condition of the house before the sale, because there'll be a guy coming getting residency based on it. I would say that it's a bit of a bureaucratic nightmare. The deal is about to occur within the next 8 days, otherwise our tax certificate is going to expire, which means another 600-kilometer ride just to get the goddamn paper. Actually 2 rides, because first you go there to order it and in 5 days time you go there to collect it. That's on top of the couple of certificates from the village council, from the local cadastre branch, and a few other papers that basically make the whole thing a great deal of fun. You can buy the house through a notary office. In this case, you have to trust the buyer a great deal, the seller, sorry. And you can buy through a cadastre agency, through cadastre bureau that actually processes the deal once the template has been signed by the parties, buyer and seller. And the cadastre agency is much more convenient, but through a run of wrinkles, through a run of circumstances, we are doing the notary option. So it's going to be a lot of bureaucracy involved. And once it's complete, I'll tell you how it's done. One thing is certain: if you're not in the country and someone is selling the house or your property on your behalf, the paper trail of this operation is going to be massive. So if you have some property you wish to get rid of and for some reason you can't come into the country, track this challenge, see the video in a couple of clips. I'll release how it worked out, and we'll be happy to assist you here on the ground, of course with all the licensed and certified professionals and agencies involved in this process included into the solution. As always, to conclude this video, I would like to highlight the role of a capable assistant and an official translator in your deal, should you be looking to rent long-term, purchase or relocate over here. The assistants on the ground may have some crucial role in your process of application for residency, and I'll be happy to perform whatever functions I offer. The menu is in the video description, and it's not really limited to what you see listed down there. I'll be happy to represent your interest here on the ground on a power of attorney or before you come on a small deposit, and to get your solution generated no matter what it is. I'm not selling houses, I'm selling solutions. I've been relocating people to Belarus efficiently through the last 2 years. The next expat meeting is announced down below. It's going to be an open air place. Thank you for watching and thank you for supporting the channel. And cheers from Minsk. See you later.